Hello students, welcome to my biology class. Today we'll be discussing topic birth control, which is under reproductive health in chapter 4 of class 12 biology. So welcome to my class. Today's topic is birth control. Before we start, all of you must be seeing this screen. You are seeing this India map and the other countries. Don't you see this area very dark? What does this mean? Here the legend. This is population density. Now I don't think I need to explain that these areas are highly populous compared to many regions of the world. Birth control is an important discussion to be made under the topic reproductive health. So let's come to the discussion. During this discussion, you will be able to learn many things, and after the discussion, you will be able to define several terminologies related to birth control. You'll be able to classify contraceptives with certain examples, understand and write the advantage and disadvantages of different types of contraceptive methods. So let us first start with some introductory statistics. Do you know that the current global population growth rate is about 1.05% per year? Now this is the statistics in 2020, now in month of April. There is nothing to be very happy, though it is lower than the previous years. 1.05% growth rate is much lower than the previous year, which was 1.08% in 2019, 1.10 in 2018, 1.12% in 2017. So we find that there is a progressive decrease in the growth rate. Yes, we have something to rejoice. But even after that, we see the decline growth rate. Still, the current average population increase is about 81 million per year. Can you imagine this number? In April 2020, the current world population is about 7.8 billion. Now you just think over this. Human history. It took 200,000 years to reach the 1 billion mark population, whereas it took only 200 years to cross 7 billion mark. This is how our population is growing. United Nations forecasts that the world population will be around 8.1 billion in 2025. And for India, there is this important news that India, which is now about 1.38 billion, which is growing by 0.91% per year. Now see the percentage compared to China, which is only 0.39%, having present population of 1.44 billion. These are approximates. So India growing by 0.99% compared to China, what will happen? It is estimated that India is projected to surpass China as world's most populous country by 2027. And this is very alarming. This is the report of UN's World Population Prospects 2019. If you want, you can check the full report. Now let us see some previous milestones. The world population was 5 billion in 1987, 4 billion in 1974, 3 billion in 1960, 2 billion in 1930, and 1 billion in 1804. You see how the population is increasing. and as we go up, time is reducing. I don't think I need to explain this. Family of a big problem and families of a small problem. Now, Mission Parivar Vikas, this is a Government of India plan launching in 2017, where 146 districts of high total fertility rates they have been chosen, where the statistics shows that these districts together has TFR equal to or more than 3.0, and about 28% of India's population, which is about 33 crore, lives in these districts. Why this program? The target of the government is to reach the replacement level fertility goals of this district to 2.1 by the year 2025, which is now 3.0, has to be reduced to 2.1 by 2025. Now let's come to the actual discussion. Birth control and contraception. What are these? Regulation of contraception by preventing methods of devices. So preventive method or devices. What for? To limit the number of offspring is called as birth control. What is contraception? Applying birth control methods deliberately to prevent fertilization is called as contraception. So before we understand contraceptives, so these are the devices. What should be the ideal features or the characteristics of a contraceptive? So ideal contraceptives shall have these common features. Should be user friendly, should be easily available, will be effective but with no side effect or with least side effect. It should not interfere with sexual drive, desire and sexual act of the user. It should be reversible. Now, see the broad classification of contraceptive methods. They are broadly classified into natural method, artificial method and MTP. Natural methods, there are three types: periodic abstinence, coitus interruptus and lactational amenorrhea. Artificial methods, there are several types. We have selected some: oral contraceptives, IUDs, mechanical barrier, chemical barrier, injectable and implants, and finally the surgical method. These surgical methods can be of two types. One is tubectomy and another is vasectomy. Let us come to the discussion one by one. Natural methods are based on the principle of avoiding the chance of fertilization. That is, to make a system or to devise certain things so that meeting of sperm and ovum is not possible, and that will be through natural ways. Here, neither chemical substances nor drugs shall be used. Natural methods have a high failure chance. Why, we'll discuss in our next slides. To adopt natural methods, it requires higher level of control. Here we'll discuss periodic abstinence, coitus interruptus and lactational amenorrhea. We'll discuss one by one. Periodic abstinence, here the couples are to avoid sexual intercourse during the fertile period, that is about 10th to 17th day of the 20th day menstrual cycle. Chances of fertilization is still high because ovulation occurs on the 14th day, and this day of ovulation may differ from person to person, from which may be based on the physical status of the woman. So every woman don't have the period of 28 days, this menstrual cycle of 28 days, so it has to be taken care of. which is the day of ovulation. So accordingly, days have to be fixed. In spite of these facts, avoiding coitus during these days can prevent fertilization. Coitus interruptus, commonly known as withdrawal method. Here the male partner withdraws the penis just before ejaculation. So insemination and fertilization both are prevented here in this method. But this method has certain level of risk. In spite of withdrawal and no insemination, the fluid from the Cowper's gland, which is already present for lubrication of the penis, contains some amount of sperms. So, even there is no ejaculation, some sperms are lodged and the chances of fertilization cannot be prevented totally. So, there are still certain amount of chance. Secondly, it is highly dependent upon the male partner, his ability to withdraw before ejaculation. Any lapse in timing may result into pregnancy. Lactational amenorrhea, as the mother delivers the child, she enters into a lactational phase. During this period of intense lactation, the menstrual cycle stops for about 6 months. This is also called as postpartum infertility, and this is a temporary postnatal infertility period. Certain hormones which are associated with lactation and breastfeeding actually inhibits the process involved in pregnancy, and that is why during this period chances of pregnancy is less. But again, this can be relied upon till certain limits. Let's discuss the artificial methods. These are different methods to be applied to reduce the chance of fertilization. These are usually safe and less expensive, and they are more effective. Artificial methods are to be selected by the user, and they may be used as long as they require it. Certain methods or contraceptives should be made under the advice of a medical practitioner, which we'll discuss in our following slides. These are not used on regular basis, but it can substitute the natural method of birth control. IUDs, implants, and contraceptive injections. These are some methods which can last for a long period, can be up to 10 years. Let's start with oral contraceptives. These are commonly called as pills and are taken in the form of tablets. These pills contain progesterone alone, or it can be a combination of progesterone and estrogen. Pills are taken by the woman and has very little side effects. How do they act? They work like they suppress the ovulation. So when ovulation is suppressed, no ovum is released, and or it prevents implantation. So it does both. These contraceptives are taken within the first 5 days of menstruation and are continued up to 21 days of the menstrual cycle. Following days means the next 7 days, no pills are taken. Saheli is a once a week pill and has non-steroidal component, Centroman, and is manufactured by Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow. Next is intrauterine devices, or commonly known as IUDs. IUDs are usually metallic or plastic made devices. These are inserted into the uterus of the females, and these are to be carried out by expert medical professionals only. These are widely used contraceptive method and are usually long lasting in nature. Three types of IUDs are available. Number one, non-medicated IUDs, for example, lips loop. Number two, copper ion releasing IUDs like copper T, copper 7, multilode 375. And the third type is hormone releasing IUDs, for example, LNG20 and progestasert. So these are the three different types of IUDs commonly available. How do IUDs work? This is a very important question, very often asked. IUDs increases the phagocytosis of sperms in the uterus. So sperms are killed. The copper releasing IUDs, they suppress the sperm motility and thus it reduces the fertilizing capacity of sperms. Those which are hormone releasing, they make the cervix hostile to sperms and makes the uterus unsuitable for implantation. So when there is no implantation, there is no growth of the fetus. Let's come to the mechanical barriers. Mechanical barriers are physical barriers, and these barriers prevents meeting of sperm and the egg. Condoms are the most common ones, which is thin rubber or latex made tubes. Both male and female condoms are available. They are disposable. Female condoms cover the cervix and the vagina, so semen ejaculated cannot enter the uterus. Males ejaculate semen into the condom, so sperms cannot reach the uterus. One additional advantage is that it prevents transmission of STDs with sexually transmitted diseases or sexually transmitted infections. Other than these, diaphragms, vaults, and cervical caps are also barrier devices. Now let's study some chemical barriers. Spermicides. These are some chemical substances which kill sperms. These are available in the form of foam tablets, creams, and jellies. These spermicides are usually introduced into the vagina just before sexual intercourse. Next is injectables and transplants. Progesterone alone or combination of progesterone and estrogen may be used as implants. These implants are introduced under the skin, or it can also be used as injections. They are used by the females. Their function is same as that of oral pills, but their effective period is much more longer. One important term which you must know is called as emergency contraceptives. What are these? These are certain contraceptives where progesterone alone or in combination of progesterone and estrogen. These are administered within 72 hours of coitus to prevent pregnancy. These are usually used to prevent possible pregnancy which may be due to rape or unprotected sex. Surgical method. These are commonly known as sterilization. It is generally advised as a terminal method to prevent any further pregnancy in future. Vasectomy is done in males and tubectomy in females. So in vasectomy, a small portion of the vas deferens is removed or tied up. This surgery is done by making small incision through the scrotal sac. It prevents transport of semen outside the reproductive tract. Tubectomy is done in females where a small portion of the fallopian tube is removed or tied, and this prevents entry of egg into the uterus. And the last part, that is MTP, or medical termination of pregnancy. This is commonly called as induced abortion. This is a voluntary or intentional termination before the completion of full-term growth of fetus. MTP is to be done under a medical practitioner only. MTP has been legalized in India, but with certain restrictions. MTP has certain advantages. Number one, it is done to get rid of unwanted pregnancies. It can be done when the fetus or the mother is likely to be life-threatening. MTP is safe relatively up to 12 weeks, that is up to first semester. MTP is not a recommended birth control practice, but it has reduced population. This is the end of our discussion. Now, before we conclude, we have some points to remember. Try to remember these points. That is, definition of contraceptives, characteristics of an ideal contraceptive, 3 natural methods of contraception, few barrier methods of contraception, different IUDs, how IUDs work, pills, implants, injectables, vasectomy and tubectomy. These are important points which are to be remembered, and you can take a test on these questions. Now this test is immediate. Now my first question to you is, which one of the following is a copper releasing IUD? Just now we have studied. Let's see how much you remember. Out of these 3, tell me the answer, or you write on your copy. LNG20, Lips Loop, Multilode C75. Can you answer them? Okay, here's the answer. Multilode C75. Next question. Which of the following is not a mechanical barrier method of contraception? Condom, vault, spermicidal cream, diaphragm. It is here mechanical barrier, so be alert. Answer is spermicidal cream is a chemical barrier. Name the sterilization method in males and females. Complete. So in males it is vasectomy, in females it is tubectomy. Okay, very nice. And now before I end, here I have some take home questions for you. What are contraceptives? Characteristics of an ideal contraceptive. So here you can read out. These are some important questions from this chapter. Please do write in your copies, answer them and compare it with your book. Apart from this, you can attempt this online test. It is here's the link given below. So if you want, you can also fill in this and your test will be evaluated immediately. You can visit this site where all these tests will be available. Now before I leave, our next discussion will be on sexually transmitted diseases. So hope all of you have understood the chapter, the part of the chapter we have discussed today, and see you in the next topic. Until then, thank you very much.